Overhauling distributor.
Hello, this is Charumati. Today, let's learn about distributors in a car, servicing by removing and refitting them. We gather knowledge by removing the distributor cap, preparing to remove the distributor body, removing a pinch bolt assembly, removing a flange and stud assembly, replacing the distributor, refitting the cap, and finally resetting the distributor after the engine had been turned.
Tools, equipment or materials required. Trainees Toolkit 1 number. Scriber 1 number. Screwdriver 1 number. Test lamp 1 number. Cotton waste as required. A vehicle in running condition 1 number. In the context of a car's internal combustion engine, a distributor is a component that is responsible for directing high voltage electrical current from the ignition coil to each of the spark plugs in the correct firing order. The distributor accomplishes this by distributing the electrical current from the coil to each spark plug through a series of contact points or an electronic control module. The distributor is a vital component of the ignition system, as it ensures that each spark plug fires at the correct time, which is critical for the engine to run smoothly and efficiently. In modern cars, the distributor has largely been replaced by electronic ignition systems that use sensors and a computer to control the ignition timing, but some older cars still use distributors. There are variations in the procedure for removing and refitting the distributor on some cars. Check the details in your car service manual. Do not crank the engine or move the car in gear while the distributor is out of the engine. If the engine is turned, the timing will have to be reset. Let's start the experiment. Removing the distributor cap. Before removing the distributor cap, tag the lead to the cylinder used for timing and mark its position on the distributor body. Make sure that the battery is disconnected. Prise apart the two retaining clips to free the distributor cap or remove the screws if the cap is held on by screws. Remove the rotor arm to take out the dust shield fitted to some cars, then replace it. Check that the position of the timing cylinder spark plug lead is clearly marked on the distributor body. Remove the distributor cap with its HT leads. Preparing to remove the distributor body. Remove the cap and turn the engine until the contact breaker points are just opening. Turn the engine with a spanner on the crankshaft pulley nut. Alternatively, engage top gear, release the handbrake, and push or pull the car. Turn the engine until the contact breaker points are just starting to open, and the rotor arm points to the position of the timing cylinder HT lead. To save time when refitting, scribe a mark on the distributor body and a corresponding mark on the drive housing or engine block. Remember that this will be useless if the engine is turned and the rotor arm position altered after the distributor is removed. Disconnect the vacuum tube and low-tension lid. Removing a pinch bolt assembly. The most common method of fixing the distributor to the engine is a clamp plate and pinch bolt assembly. Unscrew the pinch bolt to loosen the clamp. The commonest fixing is a clamp plate and pinch bolt assembly. The pinch bolt is the same one that is loosened when turning the distributor to set the ignition timing. Loosen the bolt or bolts holding the clamp plate to the engine. Undo the pinch bolt and carefully withdraw the distributor. If the distributor is tight, insert a screwdriver blade between the open ends of the clamp plate and prise them slightly apart. As you withdraw the distributor, the rotor arm sometimes shifts slightly through the movement of the driving gear. If this occurs, mark the final position of the arm to simplify replacement. Removing a flange and stud assembly. When removing a distributor with a flange and stud assembly, twist it gently if it sticks. Do not try to lever it with a screwdriver. On some overhead camshaft engines, the distributor has a slotted flange at the base that fits over two or more studs on the engine. The distributor is secured by nuts and washers. The slots in the flange allow the distributor to be turned when the nuts are slacked while timing the engine. Mark the position of the distributor by scribing lines on the flange and on the stud plate so that it can be replaced in exactly the same position. Remove the nuts and pull the unit away from its mounting. Twist it gently if it sticks, but do not try to lever it from the engine block with a screwdriver. Replacing the distributor. Slide the distributor driving gear back into the engine block, roughly aligning the scribed marks. If the drive fitting on the shaft is an offset dog, a tongue that fits into a slot, turn the contact breaker cam until the dog engages, then push the distributor home. Note, some distributors have a skew gear drive fitting. If the drive fitting is a skew gear, it may be difficult to align the scribed marks without turning the distributor slightly. You may need to point the rotor arm roughly 30 degrees before or after the cylinder lead mark on the distributor body, depending on the direction of rotation of the rotor arm. Note: as the gear meshes, the rotor arm should turn to line up exactly. With the scribe marks properly aligned, tighten the fixing and reconnect the vacuum tube and low-tension lead. If the engine has been turned while the distributor was removed, the ignition timing will have to be reset. Note: if the engine has not been turned, check the accuracy of the timing and reset if necessary. Refitting the cap. Before refitting the cap, check whether it is marked or cracked. If it is, renew it. Inspect the cap for cracks or racking marks, fine lines that look like forked lightning, before fitting it to place. If it is marked or cracked, renew it, changing over the HT LEDs in identical order. Wipe inside the cap with a clean, dry rag. Reconnect the battery. Resetting the distributor after the engine had been turned. To reset the firing position, the distributor must be refitted so that when the contact breaker points are just opening, the timing mark on the crankshaft pulley is in line with its pointer, and the piston of the timing cylinder is approaching top dead center on its compression stroke. Remove the spark plugs to make the engine easy to turn. Refit the distributor so that the timing marks align as the piston of the timing cylinder approaches TDC on its compression stroke. To check when the piston is approaching top dead center on the compression stroke, ask a helper to place a thumb over the timing cylinder plug hole. Turn the engine with a spanner on the crankshaft pulley nut. As the piston rises, your helper will feel the pressure build up until, as the piston reaches the required position, the pressure is sufficient to force the helper's thumb off the spark plug hole. Use a test lamp to check that the contact breaker points are just opening. Alternatively, take off the rocker cover and watch to see when both valves of the cylinder are fully closed. Turn the engine a little until the timing mark and pointer are in line with the appropriate number of degrees before TDC. Slide the distributor into position so that when the driving gear is engaged, the rotor arm is pointing to the position of the timing cylinder lead. Reconnect the battery and connect a test lamp across the contact breaker points to check that they are just opening. Check the piston position by removing the rocker cover and noting when both valves of the cylinder are fully closed. Secure the distributor on its mounting and check the accuracy of the ignition timing. Recheck the contact breaker points cap and refit the distributor cap. Refit the distributor so that the timing marks align as the piston of the timing cylinder approaches TDC on its compression stroke. Use a test lamp to check that the contact breaker points are just opening.
Recap. Till now, we have learned to remove the distributor cap, remove the distributor body, remove a pinch bolt assembly, remove flange and stud assembly, replace the distributor, refit the cap, reset the distributor after the engine had been turned. Thus, we have learned distributor in a car, servicing by removing and refitting them. Hope you have a clear understanding on this. Do this exercise with the help of your instructor. Thank you.